You're watching Garage TV, that unexplainable passion for motoring. Garage TV HD.
This is the 4th generation Honda CR-V, and it's probably one of the best that's come out yet because, as you can see, it's a little bit longer. It has a facial lift, and even the wheelbase is a little bit longer. Let's just find out what these differences make on this car. One of the things that this car has that's never changed throughout the years has to be the engine, because it's still the same 2.4 liter double overhead cam VTEC engine. It's still a 4-cylinder. And things about this engine is that every single moment you get with it, it gets better. Because that's the thing with VTECs. They just grow on you. You fall in love with them. This one is a 2.4 and it is a little bit big. But just like the previous generations, you still have the same engine. They've never changed it. That's because it's a great engine for this vehicle. The only thing they did change was the gearbox. They added an extra gear, now it has 5 gears. It might be a little bit outdated, but you get the best fuel economy from it. And to be honest, you don't really have to get much more than that. And also, even the battery is small, which means every single thing about this vehicle might be small, but it works, and you get the best fuel economy from it. Some of the new differences that you might notice is the front grille. It's actually a very beautiful grille. Also the lights. As you can see, they've actually become a little bit meaner and better. Even the wheels. They're still 17 inches, but the styling changed. But the biggest difference, by far, is the back end. Because back there, they've added another 14 inches actually. But it's not about how long it is, it's about how tall it is. That way you can get more cargo in there. One of the things that I actually love about the CR-V is that throughout its 4 generations, it's never really changed much. That's because they did it right the first time. I mean, it's gotten bigger, slightly bigger, not really that much, but every single thing they've done has gone on to win a 5-star in basically everything. Crash tests, even the fact that everybody buys one. This is actually one of the most bought this year. We're in 2013 and just coming here, I probably saw 3 on the road. So to be honest, this being a vehicle that doesn't change all that much, it's actually a good thing. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This new back end. As you can see, in the 3rd generation, you didn't have this big lump back here. This actually added about 14 inches upward, as you can see, because the other one actually finished straight down from here all the way until down here. This one goes straight up, which means you get more room inside. You get about 36 cubic feet in there. And that's without even dropping the back seats down, which you can actually do. It's about a 60-40 distribution that you can actually change. It's actually a really good thing. Also, you get a rear view camera right here, which means you're not gonna get into any small accidents. And it's not a big vehicle, which means you can park it pretty much anywhere. And also, there are a couple of sensors in this one because this is the EXL model. This is a very good vehicle. And if you want, you can actually get it in all-wheel drive. But it's still a little bit hard, and the seats, well, they're still just as hard as before, and well, that's something they could have done a little bit better. But it's still a great road car. I mean, I'm driving on a smooth road right now, and I don't feel a single thing. And driving like this is actually what you're going to be doing 95, probably 99% of the time. Going at 30 miles an hour in a rural road with no issues whatsoever. And as you can see from the camera, you're not getting that much movement. Other things in here, you have satellite navigation, XM, FM radio, stuff like that. But the newest thing and the coolest thing that they've put in here is that trip computer sort of thing. Because you press source on it and you get different radios. But if you don't press that, you press a button on top on the steering wheel, you actually get different screens. One of them which is different radios again, or you can get an average fuel economy, the range you're gonna get with how much you have on the tank, and pretty much a clock, an analog clock, not one of those that just tells you the time. Other things, you can pretty much set up the air conditioning to whoever you really want to. Also, there's seating for 5, just like in every other previous generation. That's actually a good thing because trying to add people, well, space to a car means you want to gain more space, not take it away by putting 2 extra seats. So I'm actually glad they actually kept that idea of the 5-seater. Other things, well, you have a sunroof. Not that you're gonna need it here in Miami because it's too hot. But I do like the length. This is a little bit bigger. The wheelbase is a little bit tiny bigger, but it doesn't take away from the experience because this being an SUV that has grown up so much throughout the years and not changed all that much makes it worthwhile because this is probably the best CR-V that I've ever driven, bar none. Let me just say, you get basically the same kit that you get in the previous one and the one before mostly. But it's worth it because it's all newer, it's better, and for $30,000, you're getting an SUV. And that's not a bad thing. I couldn't ask for more. I mean, it's got competitors. The RAV4, the CX-5 from Mazda, which is actually a very good car. The only difference is that is a sports vehicle. This is more based for the family, just like the RAV4. And that's probably its biggest competition. Aside from that, I'm pretty happy with it. Oh, and let me just add another thing. Over here, there's an Econ button, which means when you're using your foot a little bit too much, well, this reduces the efficiency of the throttle, which means you can get more miles per gallon just by pressing on that button. That simple. That simple, it's that easy. See, Honda know how to make a car and how to keep it running. I'm kind of glad Honda didn't change a single bit. Aside from that little button, putting it there was actually a great idea. And you don't just find it in this one, you can find it in the Civic and pretty much every single other Honda out there.
You're watching Garage TV, that unexplainable passion for motoring.